Luke 1 verse 37, I'm going to read it one more time. It said, for with God nothing shall be impossible. And I'm going to come with a topic. A lot of times I come teaching and we break down the scripture and we teach it. We talk about this, but sometimes we just need to be encouraged. Sometimes we just need a word to be spoken to our spirit, because God can do a mighty thing through a word. And the topic today is He's able. He's able. God is able. Now, a lot of us are going through a lot of things. A lot of our lives may be in different situations. We may be looking for God to do this for us, and maybe looking for God to do that for us. And there may be some things in our life that we want out of our life, and not just situations, but even things that we some hang-ups that we may have that we want to get rid of. But God is able. Let's look at what in Exodus and Moses and the children of Israel, how they. When the Exodus, and they were leaving Egypt, and that the flight from Egypt, Pharaoh was following after the children of Israel and Moses, as Moses was leading them out. But they had come to a dilemma. They had come to the place of the Red Sea, and how the Red Sea was in front of them, and Pharaoh was at the back of them. Pharaoh, not just Pharaoh, but Pharaoh and his army were behind them. And they were in a situation caught up what we call between a rock and a hard place. And let's just go back and look at that. Let's just kind of read it. Just look down between a rock and a hard place. And Moses said unto the people, fear not, stand still, and you shall see the salvation of the Lord. He told the people not to fear, but stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. In other words, Moses knew that God was able. Moses knew that God was able to bring them out of this situation, because just days prior to this, we saw we read the story of the 10 plagues. How Moses was born before Pharaoh said, let my people go. And God had called Moses out and told him to go before the king and say to let my people go. But in the midst of Moses doing what God told him to do, God began to harden the heart of Pharaoh, and Pharaoh would not let the people go. So what God did was He began to wrought miracles by the hand of Moses, so that Pharaoh can see that his God is above all gods, so that Pharaoh can know that God is the God of the universe, that He's able to do anything. And so as Pharaoh finally let the people go, they come to the place of the Red Sea. And I'm sure the Israelites were there, and they began to wonder now, see, Moses, you done brought us out here, and you done got us in trouble, and now we can't go across the sea, and we got Pharaoh on our back. What you gonna do now, Moses? Big shot Moses, our leader. What you gonna do now? You said God was talking to you. You said God told you to bring us out. So what you gonna do now? So Moses, knowing on the inside, he knew that God was able. So Moses began to tell him just to stand still and to see the salvation of the Lord. And then he said, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And sometimes we got to realize, and we got to know that God is the one that's going to fight for us, and we need to realize that we need to hold our peace. And there's no need in us messing with certain things. Sometimes we in certain situations, ain't no need in us going and messing with it and trying to fix it ourselves. We just need to hold our peace and let the Lord fight our battles. And even if we are still in sin, even if we haven't quite crossed that path yet, and we're on a path where we want to come to God, but we're looking at our life and we're looking at all the things that we're involved in, and we say, Lord, I'm just so messed up, and I need to get this right. Lord, I'm so messed up. Lord, I've been away from you for a long time. Lord, I don't even know how to come to you, God. And there's just so much going on with me. And not only do I not know how to come to you, Lord, but it seems like everything else in my life is messed up. Everything that I touch, and I'm trying to do right, Lord. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to get things to work out for me. But it seems like the more I try, the harder things get. And well, we got to listen to what Moses told the children of Israel. He said to stand still in the see the salvation of the Lord. See, we got to realize that sometimes it's not our business to go messing with certain things. We got to come to Jesus. Jesus said that who's him, they come out to me, let him deny himself, take up his cross and follow me. So we got to come to Jesus and we got to give everything over to him because God is able. God is able to make a change in our life. He's able to do exceedingly, Ephesians 3:20. He's able to do exceedingly abundantly above anything that we're able to ask or think. So that thing that seemed so hard for us, that thing that seemed too hard for us to grab it, the road that seems so hard to cross, God is able. He's able to bring us out. He's able. God is able. See, and the children of Israel were standing there, and the Lord began to speak to Moses. And the Lord said to Moses, God spoke to Moses, but the Bible said he spoke to Moses mouth to mouth, which means that they had conversation. See, Moses, the relationship Moses had was unlike the relationship